We are back out at the sand dunes just before sunrise. We woke up this morning at 5:30, I guess. 5:30 we woke up, and we were out here for 5:45, and we did about a 15-20 minute hike up to basically one of the largest kind of ridges or sand dunes out here. And we've got a great big giant sand dune off in the foreground. So we're just waiting for the sun to come up, which should be in the next 5 to 10 minutes. We can start, so you can see it in the mountains out past us. So we're gonna get some great shots here this morning, I think. After we finish filming at the sand dunes here, we're gonna be heading out to Furnace Creek. And there's a couple spots up in the mountains shooting back down towards Death Valley that we're gonna get, as well as there's a few really cool kind of rock formations over by Furnace Creek. So we're gonna head there basically right after we leave the dunes, and then we've got basically a full day of driving all the way through Nevada and then into South Utah. And we're gonna be heading over to Zion National Park for tonight. So we've got a lot of miles to cover today and a lot of spots to shoot, but it's gonna be a really awesome day in the desert here. And as always, the weather's gonna be perfect. So we just had an interesting confrontation with a German guy late, like the sun is just about to rise. So he climbs up the sand dune right in front of us, plops up his tripod about 50 feet right in front of us. So, I mean, I yelled out to him again and just said, "Hey, are you a photographer?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, then you should know better. Why are you popping up right in front?" So he came right at us, all mad. And then as he was kind of talking with us, I was just saying, like, you gotta stay out of the way, like, make it at least easy for me to Photoshop you out. I'm not saying I own the sand dunes, but if you're gonna go that close, there's nothing I can do about it. So he was definitely fuming. So it looked like he was gonna set up his tripod right in front of mine, and we were gonna have to have a bit of even more of a confrontation. So he eventually stepped back and moved back, and I think his wife said something to him in German, and then he leaned over and apologized and said, "Yeah, you're right, like, I shouldn't have done that." So that was a bit of an adventure this morning. We were a little worried that he was gonna come up and start a fight with us or something. We are now filming in the Badlands, just on our way out of Death Valley. The only problem is that I was saying to the guys, the only good time to film in the desert is actually either an hour after sunrise or an hour before sunset. Because once you get to midday like this, the sun gets up real high and you just kind of lose all the shadows and all the depth to all the landscape. Like, this is beautiful, but there's very few shadows being cast. So it's not the greatest time of day to be filming, so we still kind of get it, even though it's not perfect, because what we really wanted was the sand dunes in the morning. But yeah, it's a really great spot, and we're really happy that we checked it out. This is called Zabriskie's Point, and it's definitely a must stop on your way through here. Wow. So we are at Dante's viewpoint right now, and it is an unreal view. Wow, it's crazy. We're gonna do a little walk out here. This is unreal. Way up above Death Valley. Out onto the dirt here. This is crazy. We're gonna get some cool shots up here. I mean, this again is one of those spots where you'd kind of like to be for like sunrise. Like as sun came over the mountains and spread across the entire valley. It's only 10 a.m. right now, but the sun's already really, really high. New York, New York. Like, you can see why, like, just staying at a hotel as a family could be fun. You know what I mean? So right there is the Venetian. That's where I stayed back in there. That's the huge, like, all underneath what we can't see is all their buildings. Wow. So I stayed there. The Venetian. And then beside the Venetian is the Wynn Hotel, which is really nice.
Look at the building itself.
Oh yeah,
it's so cool.
Like, look at that. Like, just trying to make it big and opulent. Look over there, like at the lake in front of the Bellagio.
That's where the
That's where
the big
once the
fountain, right?
waterfalls, you always see the fountains going off. Yeah. Everywhere inside here too, guys. Like, there's so much going on. Like, all these are malls you can go into. It's just insane. You can spend 2 weeks here and not go into every building.
Day 6 on our southern U.S. trip, filming content for VMC, and we're currently on the Canyon Overlook Trail in Zion National Park, which is in southern Utah. We are working our way along some wet rocks along the canyon. Very dangerous. Probably shouldn't be filming myself doing it. So at the top here, there's supposed to be a really great view of the whole canyon back into Mount Zion National Park, and I think we're pretty much near the top here. It's only been about 20 minutes of hiking or so, but starting to feel like I can see something. We can see the end of the hike just around the next bend. So it's actually been a really quick hike. It's been about 25 minutes, so pretty easy. A few steep spots where you have to kind of just watch your step because there is a bit of a cliff over the edge, but all in all, fairly easy hike, something you can definitely do in an hour and back. Basically go up and down within an hour. So hopefully we're gonna get some great shots up here. We'll see what it looks like. Coming down from Canyon Overlook now. We're gonna go across the sketchy bridge. We're in like a little, basically a cave right now. Little back cave, which is wild. It feels like it's gonna collapse though at any point. It's pretty sketchy feeling. It's amazing the temperature difference down here though. Up there, there's like a good 15-20 degree temperature change.
And it's really windy up there.
Like crazy windy up there. All right, we're coming up to the bridge now. Here we go. This thing is sketchy. Here we go. Okay, I gotta. The boards shake as well. Your head scrapes along the top. All right, Jer, he's passed.
Oh, you scared the bejeebers out of me. I was trying to make a joke and I was like, oh crap, it's breaking! Oh, do that, man. Holy.
Way down. Just right over the handrail. The fence definitely makes you feel a lot safer, especially in these spots where it goes all the way over.